Every moment can shift. This realization ends dread. Fear, a common emotion, sometimes hides under other emotions. Fear causes anxiousness, tension, and fury. Fear underlies stress. Fear is common. Why does fear persist? It lasts because we know nothing else. Fear follows us everywhere. This truth unlocks liberation. Fear loses strength as we recognize it. Nothing can be destroyed once fear is gone. We can simplify but profoundly express this understanding. Nothing unreal can endanger anything real. It's God's peace. These words include everything. Unlocking our freedom. Nothing can be assaulted, and nothing illusory exists. This fact unlocks our inner tranquility. Deeper investigation reveals the material world's illusion. Recognizing this fact connects us to the eternal, formless essence that transcends time and place. God, transcendent and formless, includes the immanent and transcendent. We may have glimpsed this truth by consciously leaving the mind. Personal history has no place in presence. Life's past, future, relationships, work, health, wealth, and other details don't define us. You are life, not your situation. Adept in navigating life's challenges, one risks missing life's substance. We miss life's beauty by focusing on the outside. Life is now, not forever. Stillness surrounds us when we stop thinking. We can question our thoughts. Instead, we see thoughts as transient occurrences, positions, judgments, and self-stories. Recognizing that our tales distort reality is vital. Reality is simpler and softer than our narratives. As we observe our surroundings, we realize that nothing signifies anything. This lesson's meaning? It's meaningless. Instead, it dismantles our continual reality conceptualization. This stops reality conception. We break conditioned thinking by questioning what things signify. Your mind gives things significance. We remove ourselves from conditioned thinking by actively renouncing the constant and compulsive conceptualization of reality. It encourages expansive emptiness and heightened presence. It frees us from conceptual thinking and lets us live in a meaningless world. This perspective change transports us to another dimension. We live in ignorance, freed from conceptual thought. It is a connection to a deeper intelligence and unconditioned insight within. This practice opens up life. Mind constraints vanish, revealing a broad and pleasant landscape. Life's richness suddenly envelops us. Our narrow view of existence expands. Life no longer threatens in this awakened state. We stop worrying about life's challenges and threats. Instead, we find inner space. Life invites us to discover its delights without fear. The mind's concerns and narrowness disappear, leaving a calm, limitless state. This enlarged way of life is part of who we are. It's a gentle reminder that life's essential essence is in us, not external conditions or perceived threats. If needed, true knowledge can emerge from not knowing. However, without prior preconceptions, this understanding expands. This uncertain adventure is like jumping over a precipice to see if we can fly. It seems risky and unpredictable to the ego. The ego warns us against such a journey, believing it knows everything. It adheres to a life philosophy, however erroneous and confining. Each person's tale interprets reality. These stories are often unpleasant. It clings to our personal stories, our perceptions of reality, for stability and familiarity. We hold on to them as if they provide stability. The ego fears losing all knowledge by yielding these myths. This worry is partly true. In a deeper sense, eliminating the illusions of reality created by the conditioned mind, part of the collective human consciousness, brings us to a different plane. Awakening reveals that we are letting go of the conditioned mind's skewed reality. This conditioned mind is deeply ingrained in the collective human consciousness at this point in its growth. Our human-made world, full of obstacles and apparently infinite problems, is the result of this collective consciousness in which our individual minds are linked. As soon as we solve one challenge, another comes in a never-ending loop. Social issues can overwhelm us, making us question our existence. It frequently feels like we're stuck in a loop, tackling one problem just to face another. We know that the external world, constructed by the collective consciousness, is organically interwoven with obstacles. However, we must remember that our ultimate journey is within our consciousness. We can begin to understand the human experience by studying our conditioned patterns and limiting beliefs. Disengaging from communal indoctrination opens up a new perspective. Our lives are freed from the mind's constraints. We realize that society, biases, and past experiences shape our perceptions. This introspective approach helps us understand our place in the communal narrative and realize that personal development can ripple outward and affect humanity. We feel expansive and the gloomy world becomes friendly. We find peace in the present without worrying about the future or the next threat. An entire spiritual teaching denies our personal tales. How can we verify our stories? This is undeniably true. Answers are often elusive. Embracing uncertainty lets us achieve the Dalai Lama's state of not knowing. It's where the ego relaxes and we gain wisdom. Not knowing is not ignorance. Instead, it invites us to interact with an unconditioned intelligence beyond our understanding. In the spaciousness of not knowing, we reach a wellspring of wisdom that flows naturally, giving us insight when we need it. We enter a new dimension by renouncing the continuous conception of reality and embracing emptiness inside. Without the mind, life unfolds. Horizons replace the restricted view. Doing so enriches our self-awareness and worldview. True wisdom comes from the boundless expanse of not knowing, where great insights and revelations unfold. Discovering the vastness of existence brings tranquility and tranquility. The once threatening world becomes full with opportunities. Each step unravels conditioning, revealing our inner wisdom. Presence opens us to the great beauty inside and around us. While the human-made world has seemingly infinite difficulties, we must not lose sight of the fundamental importance of our inner journey. We can change ourselves and the collective psyche by exploring our conditioning. Thus, we change the world with wisdom, compassion, and a renewed sense of potential. I hope these words guide your transformation. Remember that relinquishing inflexible beliefs opens us to a reality beyond our perceptions.